What is going on, everybody? It's Roadman here, and today I'm bringing you the one, the only, definitive Halo character penis size tier list. I know, you can't believe it, and neither can I, honestly. Now, first things first, we're going to have to sort out what these rows mean, and I think I am actually going to add a row below for F tier. And, oh, hang on. Let me alter this one. F tier. So, we're going to have to sort out what these rows mean, right? So, F tier, obviously, this is going to be 0. This is no dick whatsoever. C tier, this is actually average. So, this is going to be your 5 to 6 inch range. And then we're just going to go up just like this. 7 to 8. This is going to be your 8 plus. And this is going to be 4 to 5 down here. Alright, does that make sense? It's simple enough, easy enough. Alright, so we're just gonna go through the list here. So first up, we've got Master Chief, right? And I think it's fair to give him A tier. I mean, he's got like Spartan augments and shit. He's a total Chad. He's got no shortage of testosterone. I think A tier is probably a reasonable pick for Chief. You want to leave that little bit of wiggle room up here in S because there's some really heavy hitters down here in the list that we'll get to later. So, speaking of which, we've got Cortana up next. Now, Cortana, being a hologram, can give herself any sized penis that she could feel like, right? So that's an S tier right there. She's got the range. She could be anywhere, so for that I have to give her S. Carter, very similar to Chief. He's going to be happily right in A tier there. He just seems like a solid dude, you know. He doesn't seem insecure at all. He's not compensating for anything. He seems like he's probably packing. He's got the confidence for it. Emil, on the other hand, he's a bit of an incel, right? He's like, what's his fucking problem? Well, he's probably got a tiny dick, and that's going to be a running theme. A lot of the really aggressive characters probably compensating. Now, I'm not saying he's down here in D. I'll probably C. He's actually average. He's just really mad about it, right? Halsey, no dick. June, he's really introverted and quiet. He's probably ashamed. He's probably actually down in D tier, right? He doesn't want anybody to see what he's got going on down there, and for good reason. Moving on up to George, my man's gonna have to be in S tier. This man's a total fucking stallion. You can tell just by looking at him. I mean, he's like a foot taller than everyone else. We got Kat. I'm gonna put her in C tier as well. I think that she's fucking got some schmeat under there that she's hiding. We got Captain Keys. Captain Keys is probably just average. Normal, nothing wrong with that. He doesn't have a problem with it, though. It just is what it is. Guilty Spark is going to be a 0. Who's this? This is the Arbiter, Thel Vadami. I'm going to put him in A tier, right up there with Chief. I think it's fair to call them equals. Miranda Keys, no dick. Gravemind, S tier, right? Similar to Cortana, this is like a biomass morphing entity. He could sort of, you know, create whatever size penis he desires. This guy, this fucking guy, which one is this? Mercy. Definitely fucking D tier. This guy's got a shriveled up little shrimp dick. He's got something going on, something wrong down there. Regret, on the other hand, A tier. Nice piece of meat on the Prophet of Regret. He's kind of, you know, he's aggressive, he's young, he's ambitious. I think he's got some confidence there. Truth, I'm going to put in, he's going to be our first B tier. I think he's just a little bit smaller than Regret, and that's why he's so pissed off, you know. That's why he wants to kill the other prophets, because he's just fucking jealous. Shipmaster, he's actually going to be B tier as well. He's a solid dude, but I feel like I can't in good faith put him above the Arbiter. That wouldn't really be fair, hey? Here we got Tartarus. Now, Tartarus is actually going to go in B tier as well. He's a pretty, like, he's a brute, and he's got that aggressive brute thing, but, like, he's very controlled as opposed to, like, I guess we can get this out of the way. Decimus is D tier, right? What's his fucking deal? Well, he's got a tiny dick. He's got that little brute monkey dick, and he's totally pissed off about it. That's why he is the way he is. And Tartarus is a bit more reserved. Johnson, Johnson's gonna get B tier, right? He knows what the ladies like, but he's also very boisterous, and I think there's a little bit of, like, he presents himself as an S tier, but I think he's just sort of hoping that through his bravado, you won't notice that he's secretly B tier. Buck is probably just C, just average, normal guy. We got Dare. Hey, you ever fall for a woman, rookie? Make sure she's got balls. Rookie, ironically, not on the list, but we have the other ODSTs coming up next year. So this one's Dutch. And you know what? Let's just do this rapid fire. I think they look sort of like this. Just sort of mid-tier spread here. Romeo, again, he's kind of a jackass goofing around, and it's because he doesn't want anyone to know about his tiny prick. Dutch is just a normal guy, and Mickey's a bit of a Chad, you know. You want something done, this ain't a job you want to rush. Didact. Now, I'm torn here, right? He could be down in this area because he's a total incel, or he could be up here because he's got that 400 meat. So I'm going to give him B and give him a happy medium. Now, Del Rio, I don't even think this man has a dick, to be fair. I think that's what, like, this guy's the angriest guy on the whole fucking list, and I think it's because he has actually no penis. I think something went wrong at birth, or maybe he's had, like, an accident. This guy's got nothing going on. Jul Dama. Where does Jewel belong, hey? Let's give him B tier. I think he's just a bit above average. Nothing too crazy going on, you know? And, you know, for a Sangheili, maybe this is lower, I don't know. Yeah, how the races scale their penis size. Lasky's gonna be C tier. He's not upset about it, though. You know, a lot of these C tiers, some people are mad about it, like Emil, and maybe Dutch probably kind of pissed off that they're C tier. But others like Lasky and Buck, they kind of just accept it. They know what they're working with and they work it right. Palmer, she's got a tiny little dick down there, dude. She's got something hanging on off the bottom, and it's not a respectable size like Cat's. It's something you don't want to see. Now Roland is gonna have to by default be S tier, right up there with Cortana. Exuberant is gonna be down there. No dick on Exuberant. Although if we were doing like how big she makes my dick tier list, she might be up here in S tier. Moving along, we've got... Who is this? Halo 5 sucked, dude. Is this Fred? Fuck you, Fred. This one's Kelly. Linda. Locke. You know what? This may come as a shock to some people, but I'm gonna give Locke A tier. You know, I didn't love him, but he does have a cool and sort of confident, relaxed manner that sort of lends himself to having a larger penis size. You know, he's not overly aggressive, he's just doing his job. Tanaka's got no penis. Vale, on the other hand, I think she's got like some Sangheili augment thing going on. She's up here in A tier, dude. She's got some big schmeat down there. Warden Eternal, no dick. Which one is this? This is Jerome. S tier, baby. S tier, baby. Jerome is a total fucking Chad. I would completely believe you if you told me he had an 8 or higher inch penis. Which one is this? This one doesn't really say. Alright, we're gonna call this one Alice. She's pretty cute, right down there in 0 with no penis. And this one is, what's the other guy's name? Doug? Is his name Doug? Whatever it is. Now we'll give him B. We'll give him B because he's a Spartan. He's a Spartan 2, so I can believe with the B tier. Atriox, huge fucking gorilla dick. He's looking like the King Kong of the Halo universe. He's got something packing down there. Same with Ripamorme. Now you would think, you know, well, you said that people when they're angry, like Decimax, they're compensating for their tiny dick. Ripamorme is aggressive, and he's got the dick to back it up. He comes at you wildin' and rilin', and then he pulls out his dick, and you realize, yeah, he wasn't fucking capping, dude. He's got it. Captain Cutter, you know, he's a bit on the older side. He's gonna be down here in D tier. It's nothing against the man personally. It's just, you know, some things with age just start to wane. You know, maybe he has problems performing. Sergeant Forge, on the other hand, is a young buck. Gonna give him B tier. You know, he's got that sort of jovial, jokey aroundness that maybe say like Romeo or Johnson have. But similar to Johnson, I feel like he sort of does have something to bring to the table, if you know what I mean. Anders, I think Anders has got something going on. You know, she's got that look about her. She's got that vibe. She's really into, you know, the science and everything. I think maybe she had some experimenting done. Does this grunt have a name? The King Grunt. What's his name? Yip Flap. Yab Dab. Yibba no dick. That's his name. And there you go, guys. That should be it. I kind of ran through some of this really quickly, but as you can see here in all its glory, this is the Halo universe penis size tier list. Now, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you have any critiques, or you think maybe a character was misplaced, if you think maybe Johnson has got the Mega Thundercock, the Jungle Cock, and he should be an S tier, or you think that secretly George is a total incel and he has no dick whatsoever, just let me know. And that's it for today.